Hello friends, welcome to another daily Forex analysis video. And in this video, we will analyze gold and GBPJPY for any intraday or scalping setup. Basically, I will talk about what I'm looking on these two pairs for today. And so let's start with the gold, and we will go to daily time frame first in order to see what is happening on the daily time frame and what we can anticipate on the price. So we can see on the daily time frame, we have the support. So as we can see, we have the support, and we have the current basically previous daily candle closed bearish with a little bit rejections, but also we close above the support, but it's a bearish candle closure. So you can say that we have created a resistance here. Once we have a bearish candle closure, so we form the resistance. So we form the resistance here, and we close above the support. So because we have a bearish candle closure, there is a higher probability price is going to go to the downside. But because we close above the support, or we close respecting the support, so price may still continue going up. If we break the high of the previous daily candle, we can continue going up, and we can see that we can target these wick on the left hand side. So now let's go to 4-hour time frame and see what is happening on the 4-hour time frame. On the 4-hour time frame, we can see that price created its support, and the ultimate resistance on the 4-hour is right here. So also we can see that we have the support. Basically, price closed below, and then we close back into the range. So the move below becomes a fake out now, and there is a higher probability price is going to go to the next side of the range, which is right here. But also we have to keep in our mind that we have a lot of rejections in this area, which is going to act as a resistance to the price going to the upside, right? So now let's see and go to like 1 hour and 30-minute time frame. Basically, let's go to the lower time frames. On the 1 hour, let's go to 30-minute time frame, and let's put our VWAP and pivots as well. I use pivots and the VWAP on the lower time frame, basically on the intraday time frames, 15-minute and 30-minute time frame, to find precise entry and look for good risk reward trades, and find out the good stop loss as well. So anyways, on the 30-minute time frame, let's go to the 15-minute time frame. So on the 30-minute time frame, it's we can see the situation is we can see the price was coming down, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, and then the price did not break the previous low. Basically, we created a higher low, and then we broke the previous high, so kind of created a higher high. So now if we can retest this pivot line, kind of consolidate in this area, and finally when we close, because right now we can see that the price is below the VWAP, and suppose we are into this area, and finally when we close above the VWAP, we can look to take long. Now let's see this scenario on the 15-minute time frame. So let's go to 15-minute time frame and see same what I explained on the 30-minute time frame is happening on the 15-minute time frame as well. As we can see, here we created basically low, lower, high, lower, low, lower, high. Then the price did not break the previous low, created a higher low. Then we broke the previous high, created a higher low. Right now the price is around this area, and this pivot line is going to act as a support. So if the price spends some time here, and by that time the VWAP comes like this, and we have the volume of the London session in that, during that time, if we get a break out of break above or get a closure above the VWAP, so at that time basically we are rejecting the pivot line, rejecting the VWAP, and then we already, in terms of the market structure, we already created a higher high. So that will be a pretty good opportunity to take long in order to target this pivot line, which is perfectly aligning with this resistance on the left hand side. So that will only be the case if we hold this pivot line, or like if we get one candle closure, two candle closure below, and then the price come back again. So that will be the fake out with the pivot. In these scenarios, we'll be looking to take long. For the short, I want the price to kind of either break this low, or kind of like if the price suppose come down, I need a healthy break out of this pivot to the downside. So maybe it'll be great if we can break this swing low as well. So basically I need a healthy breakout to the downside and then a pullback. It'll be great if we can pull back to this pivot line, but if not, then I'll be waiting for the price to pull back to the VWAP, because by the time the price comes here, the VWAP will also come around this area. So I'll be waiting for the price to pull back to the VWAP, and then I'll be waiting for some kind of bearish candle closure, some rejections of the VWAP to take short in order to target this pivot line, which is support on the left hand side. So that is something I'm looking on the gold. Now let's also talk about what happened yesterday on the gold and what I was anticipating. So like in the daily analysis video yesterday, I mentioned already that we were around at this point when I made the video. So I mentioned that if we have these resistances on the left hand side, so if we create a high, basically broke all these resistances, then I'll be waiting for a pullback to take long in order to target this pivot line, which is a resistance on the left hand side. For the shorts, I mentioned that I'll be waiting for the price to come down, basically a healthy breakout of this pivot to the downside. Then again I'll be waiting for a pullback to go to the downside. These were the two scenarios I mentioned yesterday. So here we can see that the price, when we created this low, I was waiting for this pullback to the VWAP. Never happened. Then price broke this low again. So when we reach here and price started to pull back, I was waiting for the price again to come back to the VWAP. We never came. Then price broke this low as well, and finally we kind of hit this pivot line again. I was waiting for the price to retest this pullback. We did that. We rejected the pivot line, we rejected the VWAP, but at the time we had the news, and as you can see the price just rejected and continued going to the downside. But instead of this, if we had the kind of suppose like if we suppose we suppose we had got this kind of candle closure at this at the VWAP, so would have taken short in order to target this area. Also we can see that we have clean range on the left hand side for the short to take. So that is something I was anticipating yesterday, and what exactly happened. Anyways, let's go to our second pair, GJ. Let's see what is happening on the GBJ. Let's hide VWAP and pivot at the moment, because we will start with the daily time frame. So on the daily, we can see that the price was coming down with the bearish candles. So bearish. Finally, we close with a bullish candle. So basically, we forms a support. But this bullish candle is not very strong. As we can see, we have rejections to the upside and rejection to the downside. But still, it's a support formed, and we can anticipate the price to continue going up as long as we respect the low of the previous daily candle. So now let's go to 4-hour time frame and see what is happening on the 4-hour. On the 4-hour, we can see that we have this support and we have this resistance, right? So we can see on the 4-hour time frame that we have this last 4-hour candle close bearish, but respecting this support. So as we can see here, we have this support, right? So resistance, support, resistance, and last bearish like this 4-hour candle close bearish with the rejections and respecting this support. So basically the price has the probability to continue going up. This one is going to be the next resistance, right? So that is something. And for the short, basically the price have to come down. If we break the support close below, then we can continue going to the downside until this support. And if we break this support, the next support is right into these areas. So that is something on the 4-hour. Now let's go to 1-hour time frames and the lower time frames. On the 4-hour time frame, we can see that price is kind of created low, lower, high, lower, low, lower, high, lower, low. After that, the price broke this high, created a higher high, and then we came down to retest this area again. We created a lower high again. The price bounced off this area, and right now we are kind of retesting this previous high as well. So anyways, let's go to our 15-minute and 30-minute time frame to find out what is happening with the VWAP and the pivot, right? So if you look at the chart on the 15-minute time frame, we can see that basically starting from the bottom, we can see that the price created a higher low, right? And then we broke the previous high, created a higher high. So now the price is going to be bullish as long as we respect this swing low here. So we came down, created a low, then we created a lower high, then again we broke the previous high and created a lower low, and now we broke the previous high, so kind of created a higher high. So we know that the overall we are bullish, right? Overall we are bullish, and now we are having this minor trend to the downside, which we broke to the upside now. So now if the price can come down to this pivot line and VWAP and find support in this area, and we have a high volume time like a London session, we can be we can take long in order to target this pivot line. And let's also see what we have on the left hand side. I mean, is it aligning with the resistance or not? So we can see that this is perfectly aligning with the resistance. So I mean, this pivot line is perfectly aligning with this resistance. So this is going to be a strong resistance. So that is something to the upside if we hold this pivot and we whap. Now for the shorts, I'll be waiting for the price to basically come down and break this previous swing low. Once we break this swing low, I'll be waiting for a pullback. It will be great if we can pull back to the pivots plus VWAP, but otherwise, we should be below these pivots, and I'll be waiting for the price to reject the VWAP, because by the time we made this move to the downside and make a pullback, the VWAP will be coming around this area. So once we reject this VWAP, I'll be looking to take short in order to target this pivot line, which is kind of aligning with this support on the left hand side. So that is something on the on the GJ I'm looking for in terms of buying and selling. If anything else develop on the chart on the gold and GJ, I will share in my free Telegram channel. Let's also talk about what happened on the GJ chart yesterday. So like yesterday when I made the video, so here we can see that we created basically broke this pivot line, came to the downside. So here I was waiting for the price to come into this area and reject the pivot and the VWAP, but that never happened because the price closed above this pivot and right into this area. So here, once we were into this area, I was waiting for the price to kind of either retest this area or break this area and then come down into this area to find support to continue going to the upside. But here kind of we didn't go that high, and we came down and we closed below the VWAP, which basically I didn't like. If we had kind of respected this VWAP and rejected this pivot, then I would have taken long. Anyways, so price did that, and after that we broke all these highs, created a high. And when the price was coming down, I was waiting for the price here to respect this pivot line, so that if the price after creating this high, if we could find support in this area with a strong bullish candle closure, and by the time the VWAP also should have or would have been a little bit higher, than I could have taken long. I was interested in this opportunity, but here the problem is the price came down, the price retested the VWAP, but we already broke this pivot line. I wanted this VWAP to be around this area, and like when the price was coming down, I want the price to find support in this area, and want a pivot and VWAP to be both here, so that I could take long in order to target this pivot line. But anyways, we respected the VWAP, but we already broke the pivot, and then it was too late to look for any kind of trading opportunity there. So that's it, guys. This was the video. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you really did like the video, share the video and subscribe to the channel in order to support the channel and YouTube algorithm. Thank you very much. See you in another video.